Okay, what's up, people? What's up, people? How you doing today? How you doing today? This is your boy DM the Most. I'm rolling dolo today. My man King Barre down in Houston doing big things. We can't really talk about it, can't discuss it much, but we down there doing big things. Like I said, I'm your boy DM the Most. Welcome to the ADHD podcast. If you up in here, throw me the salute, give me the fingers, whatever you want to do. Come holler at me. So tonight, episode 19, y'all. We at episode 19. Can y'all believe it? Episode 19. I thought we'd be done by episode 4, for real, to be honest. Anyways, we down here. We got a good show planned for you tonight on episode 19. I got a new. I don't know if y'all noticed, the background is a little different. I changed it up a little bit. I flipped it around instead of flipping it the other way. You know what I mean? So who up in here? I see somebody up in here who tapped in. If you're in here, say hello. I think everything is on. Yeah, it gotta be on because I got people on here. Anyways, we're gonna keep it pushing. Again, I'm DM the Most. This is episode 19. This is the ADHD podcast. You know what I'm saying? Where we like to talk about any and everything on this podcast. Again, King Barre won't be with us tonight, so I know some of y'all probably a little upset or whatever, but he'll be back on next week on episode 20. We're doing episode 20. Episode 20. That's crazy. That's crazy work, right? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to us right quick. Where my little sound effects at? There we go. A little applause for episode 20 coming up next week. So that's episode 20 next week, man. We're doing big things, man. When we started out the podcast, we just wanted to start a podcast where we just sit up there. Basically, we want to talk shit. And like we had some great conversations. We had great conversations. And so we like, man, every time we add somebody to the group chat and they be like, dude, this shit is crazy, man. Like y'all be talking about some crazy shit. And then one day, King was like, man, you should do a podcast. And I'm like, I'll do a podcast if you do a podcast. And it went from there. And it just happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to put it. It just happened. So again, I appreciate everybody for being here today. That's coming in, tapping in. It always starts light, then it gets heavy. So I ain't tripping. I ain't even tripping. So while we waiting, let's play a little music. You know what I'm saying? A couple of tracks. Not a lot. We're gonna play a couple of tracks. I do want to play I think, let me see. Let's play something off the new album. Y'all want to do that? We'll play something off the new album. If I got anything on here. I probably don't. Yeah, I do. I got a little Penthouse Suite. This always goes hard. Check it out. that was from my last project. That was my from my last project. I'm gonna try to tell you the name of it because I suck at names. Anyway, that was the Penthouse Suite. That's Penthouse Suite from the Elevated Music, out now on all platforms, all DSPs. So whatever you listen to your music. You want to chill, you want to do some homework, you want to study, you want to read a book, I don't care. Do your nails, whatever. Go check it out. Elevated music. You know what I'm saying? By yours truly, DM the most. Out now. I see we got some people up in here. What's up, people? Y'all be coming out late, but I love it. I love it. Thank you for being here tonight on the ADHD podcast. I'm running solo tonight. As if I already said it before, but King Barre is out tonight. He's gonna be down in Houston. He's down in Houston doing some great work. He's doing some photography. The 3FX brand, our little company that we got, the multimedia group is doing big things. I can't tell you exactly what it is for, but it's for, I can tell you what it's for. I just can't tell you what it is and who it is. But uh, it's a TV show coming out. We down there doing the background, doing B-roll for all y'all movie people that know how to make movies and stuff. He's down there doing film work, and we got some tracks down there that's being shopped around. So you may hear some of my music here soon. You may hear some of Floss music or some of Barry's or Cleo music here soon on TV, Netflix, or whatever. Can't really tell you what's going on, but just know it's a TV show in the works. And your boy and the team is gonna be in it. We're gonna have a little piece in it. So that's what's up. Uh, so like I said, my man, he's not here tonight, and we just gonna keep it pushing tonight. Let me see. Yeah, it's 8:30. People hit me up talking about where you at. They ask me where we at. We right here at the ADHD podcast. You know what I'm saying? Where it always get popping. So let's see. You know what I'm saying? We up in here. Thank you for that. Wednesday, congratulations. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Happy Friday. I ain't gonna put happy Friday because you spelled it wrong. But yeah, happy Friday. Yo, a lot of things going on, man. So we moving around. We doing a lot of moving and shaking. Let me just tell you where this all started. For myself, it started back in 2015. We was out there just doing our thing, just making music, not knowing what we were doing. Then we started getting a little creativity going. We got started putting a little structure behind it, and now we doing our thing. What up, though, Cuzzo? I see my Cuzzo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you did it on purpose. Friday. Okay, got it. Got it. She did it on purpose. But yo, we just been doing it since, we've been doing it for a while. My man Floss, my mentor in production. This dude is platinum. He's a platinum plus producer. He's on the Billboard. He's Billboard charted. And we just get together and we put the music together. You know what I mean? So uh yeah, just listen out for our brand. It's gonna, we got a lot of music out there coming out. You know what I'm saying? My man King, he's doing this video thing, so he's gonna be on a lot of stuff. You're gonna see a lot of stuff on like, I guess, on different platforms, different streaming services. But we doing our thing, man. 3FX. Look out for us. I'm telling you, when we come out, when we hit the scene, it's gonna be like, oh, I know that motherfucker, that little bald head motherfucker. Yeah, that's me. So we doing that soon. We getting it popping. We're gonna get into the pod in a minute, but I want to give a rest in peace to Clark Kent. He's a producer out of New York, super legend. He's a dope legend, dope producer. Uh, if you heard some of Biggie's music on the first album, he produced some of Biggie's music. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story about Clark Kent. So if y'all don't know, I used to be a hip hop dancer. Yeah, I used to be a hip hop dancer. So I was with a group, like they were the rapper and the DJ. So I ain't had nothing to do with the music per se, but the manager that they had got them had got them a little deal where they can do a song. They were gonna do a single for Clark Kent. Clark Kent was gonna produce a single for him, and they, I don't know what was wrong with them, but back then they was just like, yo, Clark Kent, he old school. No, we ain't gonna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't use him. And like, I swear to God, like a couple of years later, next thing you know, Clark Kent doing Biggie's album. And I used to look back like, man, these dudes didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. Because I don't know what it was. We was young, but they was dumb. You feel me? So rest in peace to Clark Kent. That was my story about Clark Kent, by the way. But rest in peace to Clark Kent, uh, super producer, put out a lot of tracks. I don't know if y'all familiar with him, but some of y'all favorite rap songs was probably produced by him. You know what I'm saying? Him and Easy Mo B. Let's give some flowers while they still with us. Easy Mo B, another one. Y'all listen to the songs that y'all play at every. There's some songs y'all play at every barbecue, or you in the car with your peoples. They produced it. So man, shouts out to them boys. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to Clark Kent. So let's get into the pod. So tonight I wanted to talk about some things like, so I'm seeing a lot, and y'all probably seen a lot of stuff online too about like people just saying like negative things or whatever. And I equated, I was talking to a coworker and I was just like, yo, the problem is community. They don't understand community. And or if they do, then it's beyond their reach that they can't get it. That when I came up, let me just put it like that. When I came up, we had a sense of community, right? And by me being military, I was in the military 21 years. I was in the military, and you built your own community. Anybody that went to the service, you created your own community. That means you had your own like people or just people in the circle that you was comfortable with. You always had the asshole, you always had the playboy, you always had the alcoholic, and then you had the rest of the people if you were in my circle, because I was all of them. But no, seriously. You always had certain people in your crew that you ran with. And then I started telling, people like, well, people wouldn't get that because some people wasn't in the military, but yes, you would. In your neighborhood, you had the same thing. You had the homeboy that was the sports, the athlete, you know what I'm saying? You had the nerd, you had the Jehovah's Witness that had to be in and couldn't participate in any other functions like birthday parties. You had all kind of people that you dealt with. That was your community. And you governed that community, you know, as seen fit by the role that you played. You know what I mean? And so a lot of people, like I said, I was talking today, and I was like, man, it's community. Like, so when I was in the military, I created my own community, and then when I was in the hood, or at the crib, living at the crib, we had a community of people. You knew who the alcoholic was. You knew who the old lady that's gonna tell on you was. Think about it when you was a kid. You didn't do nothing around a certain neighbor's house because you knew they was gonna call and tell your parents on you. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ray Boricua? Welcome over on IG. But you know what it was. You didn't want to do, if you're gonna do dirt, you're gonna set some shit on fire, do some fireworks, shoot a gun, whatever. You didn't want to do it by certain people's house because you knew they were gonna tell on you. So your community governed you, and then they gave you props. They held you up. Hey, little so and so just he had a touchdown at the Pal League game, and they prop you up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Wendy Simone. Juicy Fridays. We had Juicy Fridays in Detroit. That was we all piled up and went over to my cousin crib. No matter where we was at, we popped up over to the cuz crib. Had a lot to drink, had a lot of dank, and a lot to think about. So if you got a community, it's a lot of people right now going through it. I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of people going through it right now because what I'm saying. What's up, Candace? Technology is killing it, but the thing is, technology is also helping us if we just use it. Technology also helps us to build that community. I got friends right now that I actually call friends that I never shook hands with because they came from online. They were fans, and then we had some commonalities, and we been end up being cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all noticed. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Candace? So there's people that come through that come into your life. It's I know the saying the reason, season, or whatever, but the thing is, you build your community based upon you. You're the nucleus of your community. You're the nucleus of what it is that you're trying to do in your life and what you're not trying to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's that one homeboy you won't let him, or that one home girl you won't let them use your makeup, or you won't let them in your crib because they probably steal your shit. That's a part of the community. You know what I'm saying? It's a thief up in that son bitch. If you got a boyfriend and you got that one homegirl that's hot in the cot, she like, girl, why you don't bring your boyfriend around? Bitch, because you probably steal him. You know what I'm saying? Or try to fuck him. That's a part of the community too. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this. Y'all remember when y'all was a kid, who was the road runner's enemy? It's a trick question. But who was the road runner's enemy? Type it in the chat. Let me know. Who was the road runner's enemy on the cartoons? Oh, there you go. Type it in the chat. ST. Oh, Sticky Fingers. Goddamn right. You had Sticky Fingers. We had somebody. But who was Roadrunner's enemy? Yo, come on, it's easy. No, Roadrunner was the bird. Yeah, Roadrunner was the bird. Roadrunner was the fucking bird. Going meet meet. And stick his tongue out like boop, boop, meet meet. You see how fast my tongue went out? That's right. I got that. No, I'm just kidding. But Roadrunner, yeah, Wile E. Coyote, right? But no, he wasn't his enemy. That's the trick question. Roadrunner didn't have an enemy. That motherfucker just went around eating all the pellets he saw from Acme that was just happened to be in the middle of the road. And he knew that the coyote just wanted, wanted to eat his ass. You know what I'm saying? The coyote's enemy was the roadrunner, not his enemy. He was just trying to eat. Motherfucker was hungry. I done seen this motherfucker pull out all kind of shit. Corn, goddamn full course meals, anything. He could have just ate the shit that he was trying to bait the roadrunner with. But what did he do? Now he put the shit in a little pile in the middle of the road and be like free food. And all he wanted was that fucking roadrunner. That shit killed me when I was a kid. I'm like, he pull out some shit, pull out a steak. He did all kind of shit. I'm like, why don't he just eat the shit that he got? Whatever. Anyway, going back to the community. So that was a part of his community. It was the desert and this one little skinny ass bird that was only gonna feed him one time, but he didn't fucking had chances to eat all kind of shit. But does he do it? No. He fucking wants that road runner. But that's the community that he built for himself. So how does that work? Eh, that probably wasn't a good analogy, but what a community does, it not only governs you, but it also gives you a safe space. Think about it. You ever had I get this perfect. Everybody that's on here, I see what's welcome to the pod. Welcome to the pod. But here you go. You ever got you any of you got a friend that you go to their crib and you take your shoes off immediately at their crib? You don't walk around. You go over, you do the visit, whatever you're going there for. You sit down, you take the shoes off, you sit on the couch or whatever. Has anybody ever had that? Anybody? You put a Y in the comments because I'm talking to y'all. We having a conversation here tonight. Y'all are my co-hosts, so y'all need to talk to me a little bit. But has anybody had that? And then you had the one friend. Yes, thank you. You had that one, yeah, you had that one friend. You go to their crib, like, God damn, I don't even want to touch nothing. They offer you a drink and shit, and you like hold your drink like this the whole time because they got some old elegant shit. They got a big old glass table or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You holding your drink like, girl, nah, man, it's cool over here. This is a nice crib, da da da. And you drink your drink because you don't want to fuck up nothing. Then you had the friend that you go over their crib, you fucking flop on the couch. You can damn near walk across the couch to get to the seat, your favorite seat and shit. You go to the refrigerator. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You had that one friend. Everybody had that other friend that you go to their crib or whatever. It wasn't always the best crib, but it was the crib that you just felt comfortable about. You can go over there, get drunk. You know, if you pass out, ain't nobody gonna run your pockets and shit. That type of friend. And that's what I'm saying about community. Community helps you create that safe space. And I was talking to one of my doctors, and he was just like, yo, real talk. You got two brains. One brain is thinking brain, and then one brain is the doing brain. And so you can relax the thinking brain and get the thinking brain like, okay, everything's good. My house was the flop on the couch. I hear you, Candace, but it was always the funnest house to be at. Am I right? It was the funnest house to be at. Like everybody popped up over there. Motherfucker pull up with a fifth. Motherfucker pull up with a whole fucking rack of ribs and shit. All of a sudden you got a barbecue going on. You like, yo, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, be right back. Come back, it's like 15 people in your crib. That was the shit. That's how my cousin crib was. That was what Juicy Fridays was. My cousin crib was always. It wasn't no, you didn't disrespect the crib, but you were just so comfortable. You come in there. If you took your shoes off, you took your fucking shoes off if you wanted to. But like, it'd be food on the stove. You can look in the fucking stove like, hey, what's this? You're like, I was cooking this. Go get some more shit. Next thing you know, we barbecuing. Next thing you know, we got like 2 or 3 fifths passing around. That was the shit, you know. And then you got like my pop crib, motherfucking my pop crib like a museum, immaculate, no dirt on the floor type shit. But anyway, Joseph Campo, you spelled it wrong, but you already know you always was safe on Joseph Campo. And the thing a lot of motherfuckers didn't understand, we had a lot of firepower up in the crib. We didn't have to deal with that because everybody's not the enemy to us, but if there was an enemy or a threat, it would be neutralized probably real fucking quick at my cousin crib. But nobody even worried about that. We just was chilling out and having a good time. I wish he would pop up on here. I pull him up to the live. But yo, I'm just saying. So when you have community or whatever, it creates that safe place for you. Some of y'all sitting out there, some of y'all got jobs that's away from your family, away from your friends, just like the military. You know, I was in Iraq, ain't had nobody there, but you created a community for yourself wherever you ended up being. You know what I'm saying? And so we need to get back to that. Some of y'all said earlier, technology. I'm with you on the technology thing. As long as you can use it to help you or whatever. But now technology's fucking us up. It's like for real fucking us up because now people are saying shit out loud that should be in their fucking head. Some of the stuff can be discussed, but for the most part, they just saying what's in their fucking head. Like you listen to some of that shit, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's beyond me for that. It's beyond me for real. Um, I just like, I'm like, read it. It's not even satire to me. It's just like, God damn, we fucked up as a people. Algorithm got us fucked up. But no, real talk. You know, people are look. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what you said. When he said people are using it for good, but a lot of are using it for the wrong things. And you are right. You are right. A lot of people using that shit for the wrong things. They saying shit like, yo, somebody and the weirdest shit. Here's the thing, because I did see this online. Back in the day, we used to go to school, and the crazy motherfuckers, or excuse me, the people that were slightly slow, mentally challenged, they had their own classrooms, and then everybody else had regular classrooms. Well, now they just let everybody commingle with each other. Ain't no more special needs. It's everybody together. Like, yo, fuck it. You crazy? You crazy. You smart? You smart. And the problem is the motherfuckers that got deviates. What up, Cadillac? What up, though? That's my new artist right there, Cadillac Bradford, yo. We got a project coming out. It's gonna be dope. But you know, you get the people that sit up there saying all this dumb shit, and it's like, what the fuck are you thinking? Seriously. I saw a post where the chick was like, not X, not the X. She put out a list of what you can and can't do on a first date or some shit. Clearly, he felt that shit and it was comical. But the sad part is there's females that know better, picked it up and ran with it. Like, yeah, that's right. Don't take me to Applebee's. Don't take me to the what the fuck is the name of that place? What's the place that don't nobody want to go to? Anybody? I can't. Cheesecake Factory. There you go. What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory? That shit got some good food. But you know, chicks like, don't take me to no Cheesecake Factory. They're live, and then here's the fucking crazy. They want a dude that makes $100,000, but they ain't even got $50 in their pocket. Think about that for a minute. That's some crazy shit. So I'm supposed to spend all my bread on somebody that ain't got shit, but they judging me because of what I have. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then I want shouts out to the suckers. You know what I'm saying? The suckers and the lames that perpetuate that shit. Dudes be perpetuating this shit. You know damn well the 10 in your neighborhood is really a 5 out in the world. Like everybody wanted because her mama put the extra Vaseline on her bangs and shit when she had pigtails in school. And so she was a neighborhood pretty girl. And then yeah, Cheesecake Factory. She was the neighborhood pretty girl. And then so in the hood, everybody tried to get the draws because she just was a little cleaner and she ain't smell like pee. Then she get out there in the other world and learn and get humbled. It used to be like that. People used to get humbled. The dude that thought he was the shit in the hood, he the only one that could do the crossover and dunk the ball. He had the fucking what y'all used to call the white people had the wavy hair and shit. And then this motherfucker get out there in the regular world and they be like, dude, your teeth are the same color as your fucking skin. Go brush your teeth. But back in the hood, all the chicks loved him. All the chicks loved this motherfucker. This nigga's grimy as fuck and dirty as fuck. Probably took a bath once a month. You know what I mean? They tell you, look, yeah, the pee. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, and so what that did was community again, folks. You knew your boundaries. So when anybody went to, you always had the cousin lived on, well, I'm talking Detroit. You got the cousin lived on the east side, and then you got the cousin live on the west side. You always thought the cousin on the west side was rich. But the cousin on the west side I always thought that we was bums, which most of the times we was. But the thing is, you had boundaries that you had set up or whatever. So you knew that if you was in a hood, a certain hood, and you was that number one, you was that 10, you go to another hood, you probably a six. You know what I'm saying? Probably a six. And that's kind of how it was. Technology came about and they start, then you had fucking clear as day fucking fives talking like they tens and saying they tens and the man gotta do this and then the third. I saw a video of the chick. She got fucking Villa Lago on her lips or some shit. Her shit's crusty as fuck. She's talking about she can't fuck with a dude that don't make 150 a year. And I'm sitting back like, chick, you need to go to Alta. Like, what the fuck is that about? Anyway, but she got a following. People start following her and like, oh, she's talking that good shit. She may be talking the greatest fucking message in the world, but ain't nobody telling her lips could suck the fucking chapstick dry if she just touched it. It'd be like on some shit, like a fucking scary movie. That shit'd go on her lips and just dry the fuck out. She need help. But anybody, to her, she's a 10. She already said, I date men that does this and bitch, you ain't dated nobody. You know what I'm saying? I guess the kids call that shit cap nowadays. I'm like, I call it delusional. But what she bring to the table? Oh my God, Gigi, that is the dumbest shit in the world. Listen, I'm finna talk about that. Let me take a sip. What she bring to the table, I get. I get the premise of it. That shit has been stretched out. It's like a pair of drawers that just got stretched out. What they bring to the table. Here's the thing. If you thought like this, and let me give you the what they call it. Let me give you the forewarning. The views that I have for the ADHD podcast does not reflect everything that everybody in the crew thinks. But fuck that. Let me tell you. That bring to the table shit, you should be able to fucking bring your own table. And you should bring your own chair. And I'm gonna bring my table and I'm gonna bring my chair. We're gonna push that shit together. See how it's the same height? See how it holds the same weight? That's how y'all should be thinking. What do you bring to the table? I'm never like, first of all, don't need to marry, but if I did, I would never ask a female, what do you bring to the table? Because the man in me won't even fucking allow her to fucking do anything to bring to the table. I'm gonna bring everything that I need, only if she's valid. She has to be valid enough. She has to have something going for her. She can't be, and I ain't no knock for single parents or single mamas. I ain't tripping on that, but she has to at least be doing something with her life. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Candace says, Candace feels like men who ask what women bring to the table don't really like women. Yeah, but that's a dish. Candace, don't fall into that trap, sis. There's two things that people can do in the black community. This is straight up. There's two things that people do in the black community that to break people down, regardless if you just don't agree with them, and that's call them gay and that's call them crazy. You call them gay or you call them crazy. I'm not saying you saying dudes are gay, they like women, but they've been groomed the wrong way. Yes, when you're supposed to bring something to the table, that's when y'all trying to motherfucking build. If you're trying to build, I get it. That question is valid, but I wouldn't put it in an analogy of a fucking table. Who cares what's at the table? I don't give a shit what's at the table. The thing is, what can we do? What can we do to decorate that motherfucker? Fuck what you bring to the table. What you putting on the fucking stove that we can take off, put on a hot plate, and then set it on the table. Miss me with that shit. Because for years, men, listen, what's up, Cleo, my man? But what I'm saying for years, it always, and when I say years, I'm talking about probably before our times and some other people's time. It was always the man providing da 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 da, but the woman was the one that created the nourishment for us that the men bought, right? That's married people. This is the shit that kills me. Listen, yeah, to be a man is to provide, and also to be a woman is to nurture. But this is where the wheels fall off the truck. Women think, not all, some women think, oh, I'm making money, so I don't need a man. So therefore I don't have to nurture you. There's no nurture. I even heard chicks be like, oh, I ain't your mama. Get your mama to do that. I'm not providing for no fucking body to do that. And I know a lot of dudes. Candace says again, let's see what she says over here. Stability, protection, love. You should naturally want to be needed. by your woman. Yes, the last part, you should naturally want to be needed by your woman. But the problem is happening is when you're not, maybe you are provide. Well, first of all, men always provide protection. Period. Unless you got a punk ass dude. Stability, it may be wavering. He may got laid out off or whatever. The problem with today's relationships is back in the day, and people are like, you know, I'm not gonna be like my great grandmama who just sat back and got beat. Everybody didn't get fucking beat, okay? Everybody didn't have a second family around the corner. Everybody wasn't like that. And so when people take that shit and throw everybody a broad sweeping brush, it wasn't like that. The thing is, back in the day, our great grandparents, they did have the roll down. As quick as a female can say a man should be providing, protecting, have stability, a man should be able to turn around and say the same thing to a female. Provide love, provide nourishment, be my peace. The problem is chicks make 100,000, dude make 100,000. Now she want a dude that make 200,000. Dude make 200,000. She want a dude that makes 500,000. He makes a little under fucking 400,000 and he's a bum. Oh, he can't protect me or he can't provide this, that, and the third. All I'm saying is it goes both ways. That's why you notice I've been saying men and women. I've been giving you counterparts for both sides. It's because y'all need to get out of that fucking. Y'all need to get out of that fucking internet. Y'all see chicks on there with the immaculate crib and they got the picture perfect crib, the nails, the car, and all that shit, and tell you they don't need a man. These chicks are married. They got a dude that's fucking running them ragged. That's probably fucking their sister or their cousin, and she's mad every weekend crying. And then she gets on the internet and tell you how great her life is because she don't need a man. And then you get dudes that sit on there and talk about how chicks are all gold diggers, this, that, and the third. And here's the God honest truth. Hold on. What's up, hardhead? Hold on. Not necessarily calling them gay. Hold on. Not necessarily calling them gay. They may only want women for sex. So I'm gonna stick to that. Yeah, if all you're doing is propositioning and all you're doing is choking guiding dudes to sex, you wear a fucking see-through shirt with your nipples out and your ass get booty jello shots in it and all that shit. Yeah, they probably just want sex because all you can provide is sex. There are women that will tell you that, he gotta have a whole total package for me. What you bring to the table? I'ma fuck him right. I was told by an old head a long time ago. Any dude can jump up and down on a chick's belly. That's nothing. But then what happens after you get off the belly? And I feel the same way about females. Any female can bounce up and down on a dude. Seriously, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing that Wilma and Betty didn't do at the Flintstone age. Oh, you put a little twist in it. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna give you a moment. No, there's chicks that do that same shit. There ain't no tricks that a chick can do to make a dude. Oh, I'm giving him sex. He's finna buy me a Bugatti, especially when the nigga driving around in a Tercel, and you ain't even driving around. You calling your cousin for a ride, but yet there are your influencers on the internet telling you, "What up, John? John Claiborne in the house." You know what I'm saying? Grammy Award winning producer. Thank you, sir, for stopping in. There are women that's online, they get their hair did, and they only do their podcast after they see their beautician and tell you how you don't need a dude and a dude can't do shit. He gave me $50 for lunch. What he thinking? Well, what he's thinking is you got a 30-minute lunch break. You only live 15 minutes to the furthest restaurant. So the only thing around you is fucking Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and goddamn KFC. So $50 is a fucking buffet for a lot of working class women. But these chicks get online and they say shit like the chicks get online and be like, oh, this nigga only gave me $50. He got the wrong one. No, you got the wrong idea, chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you gonna buy with $200 for lunch when the closest restaurant is a fucking Jalisco or a fucking Jack in the Box? You plan on paying for the fucking the office? That's what you got to think about. But let me read this. Hardhead said people are trying to be in a previous generations. People are trying to be in the previous generation's business. And then he comes back and says they'll say $50 is the tip and send him a picture of the bill. Got that. Another thing, like I said, what the fuck is going on that you think that that's what you deserve? I'm not gonna point at Kim Kardashian, but they started a lot of shit, and all these fucking housewives. The housewives of fucking Papua New Guinea, the housewives of New York, the housewives of Saginaw, Michigan. They got a million of these shows, and all that shit is what the kids say. All that shit is capped. Gigi said, but if you're in a relationship, you should take care of each other. It's never 50-50 at all times. Thank you so much. And that's from my wise old earth. Like she said, it's never 50-50. Like I put 100. Here's the thing that I always say. If I'm in a relationship, if I'm gonna go in a relationship, I'm gonna give 100%. And then the person that I'm with should give 100% because I can't make them happy. You have to come to the relationship happy. I get tired of hearing people, oh, I need somebody that's gonna make me happy. Make your fucking self happy. Be happy because now you coming in at 100%. I'm happy over here. I got my money in order. I'm budgeting because I can't afford what I really want to afford, but I'm doing my thing. And then here comes the chick. Oh, I'm happy in my fucking space. I don't have to pretend to be somebody I'm not. I ain't gotta wear no fucking wigs or goddamn bonnet on my head all the time. I'm getting personal, but I'm doing my own thing. I'm 100%. 200% come together. Boom. Now they start to merge. It's not to make it 200%. It's be the weakness and it's to be the weakness and the strength that continue that 100%. It's to maintain the 100% that the relationship is built upon. Not 50-50, not 60-40. I'm telling you, that's the problem. And the other problem is, hold on. Wendy says she agree with that. Gigi said something exactly. Hold on, let me go back to Candace. Uh, oh, those women don't like men anymore. They have become comfortable with their own company over a man's company. And that's real talk. That is real talk. Like Gigi said, that 50%. But that's real talk. Think about this for a minute. I'm not bashing anybody. But the problem is, if you throw a rock in a pack of wild dogs, the guilty one gonna fucking bark. I'm telling you what's the real. Is it the gospel? It's not the gospel, but it's the real, right? So you got a female that thinks that they deserve $200 for lunch. Okay, you working wherever you working, however you working. Got you. You need $200 for lunch. And by the way, with fucking president in the government right now, you probably need $200 for a fucking Happy Meal. But that's another story. All I'm saying is, you get people that want that because they saw it on TV or they saw it on the internet. They saw it somewhere that the dude came and peeled off a few hundred, like, go get yourself a lunch. That's a pimp move. That's shit pimps used to do. So, okay, so if you want a pimp, be a hooker. Period, point blank. But normal fucking people, they know $25 is good enough. Great. And then I want everybody to be able to find that person that be like, yo, he gave me $5 for lunch. Good, because I got I got another five. I'm gonna put that shit together and get me the dollar meal at Wendy's and be happy with it. That's the problem. Even if you're not that happy with it, don't go. It used to be you tell your girlfriends everything. Now it's you tell the internet everything. And then wonder why this nigga fucking hates you and he's fucking your cousin. You just disrespected him in front of the world. And I think that's another thing. Let me see what they said. Hold on. Wendy says she agreed with that. Let me see what Wendy also said. Say, so I had a debate the other day with a guy because he said that a man has to love a woman more than she loves him in order for the relationship to work. You disagree with it, and we went back and forth. I I disagree with it too. Like sometimes, oh, I'm finna get on y'all dudes too, because y'all on some other shit too. Sometimes dudes will feel like, and I'm a dude, so I never felt like this, but they have to acquiesce to these women's demands. They have to cake, we used to call it cake. I don't know what y'all call it now. They have to cake the chick up, give her bread and shit so that she would be with them. And then they go crazy when you find out that she fucked the gardener or she fucked the homeboy that ain't even got a car. You know what I'm saying? Why you cheat on me with this nigga? Da, 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 da? Because he probably made her laugh, homie. Like you spending all your fucking bread, you doing everything you can to motherfucking show to floss and to floss and have everything that everybody would want, trying to be the Joneses, that you're not paying attention to the fucking one thing that she wants. Just make her laugh, homie. Slide her some dick from time to time. Make it happen, make it work. Don't just jump on. Don't eat it just to get it wet. You be all right. That's my that's my relationship knowledge that I'm gonna kick on you. I'm just saying seriously. That's the problem with a lot of dudes. And again, if y'all was on here earlier, prostitution is the oldest profession, but it's also the newest profession. Thank you for saying that because I was finna get slide me some every day. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me see. Hold on, y'all going too fast. Let me now not going too fast. Let me see. Um, when he said, I said a person has to love themselves first. I agree. You have to love yourself first. You have to be that 100%. You have to provide that 100%. Candace says prostitution is the oldest profession, but hey, ding, 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 prostitution is the newest trend. So yeah, it's the oldest profession, but it's the newest trend. And that goes right into what I wanted to talk about. The not, we used to say the dumbing down of our youth. Now it's the prostitution of our females, of our children, of our daughters. Some of y'all got daughters. A lot of y'all got daughters. Some of y'all don't. But it's the prostitution that's being allowed. It used to be cute when a kid would get up there with a wig and do the Tina Turner big wheel keep on turning. That's cool. Got that. It's not fucking cute when you get 5-year-olds quoting Ice Spice who's talking about sucking a dick for some money or stealing the bag or getting the bag. It's just not fucking cute. I don't give a fuck what you think, and you come back and be like, oh, you know, don't tell me how to raise I won't tell you how to raise your kid because your kid will be raised by somebody that's gonna probably fucking sexually abuse them, mentally manipulate them, and leave them for shit on the side of the road. Not even sometimes death is not the worst thing. Sometimes being stuck in a rut and being in a broken record and being broken as a human being or as a woman is worse than death. And keep on letting your kids do that dumb shit is gonna come back on you. And years later, while you watching the fifth grandchild from that daughter, while she goes out and strips or have a fucking threesome done on her or some shit like that, you'll understand. Period. The fact is, a real relationship is going to work if two people are. Hold on. You gotta check your spelling too, Wendy. Uh, a real relationship is going to work if two people are putting in the hard work because it's not all champagne and roses. First of all, I don't really care for champagne, so there's that. But yeah, you're right. It's not all champagnes and roses. The thing is, people. I'm saying people now are so quick to try to figure out what they need to do to end relationships. They want to fight hard to get out of relationships when the generations before us fought hard to keep the relationships. They didn't look for what was their out. They looked for what they needed to do to solidify the relationship. So there you go for some of y'all who talking about, well, I ain't gonna get beat and all this shit, and he ain't gonna cheat on me. A lot of them relationships weren't like that. But when they did have issues, they fought to keep the relationship. They didn't fight to get rid of it. Everybody knows a fucking divorce lawyer, but not everybody knows a marriage counselor. That's crazy. Do what you got to do. You think I'm fucking happy every day? I am not. Far fucking from it. But you think I'm gonna fucking be like, yo, she burned the macaroni. I'm leaving this motherfucker. No, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because you committed to it. All right. So let's see. Candace said, I just watched a reel on Instagram. What Candace say? Watched a reel on Instagram. If a woman who slept with 100 men in one day, god damn, her hips and her pussy must be hurting. Anyway, slept with one man in one day. Her reason for doing it was fun and money. Oh, okay. God damn. 100 dudes in one day. Now, me myself, I never had a vagina, but my thing is, if I got an itch on my neck and I rub it once, and I get rid of the itch, everything's good. But if I rub it and continuously rub it 100 times, 101 times, I probably get road rash or some kind of fucking dermatitis going on. So God bless to her and her child that she has later on in life that has to come out of motherfucking rocky road to get up out of her coochie to be born. Cause I'm telling you right now, that's fucking crazy. But people fuck dogs, people like feet, and then some people like to get the gang bang. Can't knock it, whatever. But yeah, you're right. That's crazy as hell, man. That's on some crazy shit. But that said, let's see, her eyes were red from all the body fluids. You goddamn right, her eyes was red. By the way, ladies, just just so you know, there's glucose in semen. So if your husband's diabetic, help him out a little bit. Give him a little, well, if you're diabetic, help you. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Prostitution is the new trend. Yes, it is. Because I watched Ice Spice perform a song on some fucking TV show or some music award show, and she said 5 words, and then she turned around and stuck her fucking ass in the camera. Didn't hear anything else after that. Because she probably didn't even rap nothing after that. She just said XYZ, XYZ, and stuck her ass in the camera. That's the shit that they deem entertaining right now. I'm not lying. You can Google this shit and go on YouTube. It's the truth. But speaking of which, these women are just trying to be in a bag. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and segue into this song, and then we're gonna be back. And I want to talk about why they're so ratchet and where it come from. So I'm gonna play a little song that I created called "I'm in My Bag." I'll be right back. This all right. Oh my phone. I'm in my bag. 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 Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. Welcome back. Welcome back. That song was called "I'm in My Bag." I'll be dropping it soon. So shout out to me. Shout out to me. That's "I'm in My Bag." So where did this come from, people? Chat. Tell me, where did all this shit come from? Like for real. Ice Spice, not Ice Spice. Sexy Red didn't just fucking fall out the sky and just like, yo, my booty hole is brown and my coochie pink, which was capped because I saw the video. But anyway, what do y'all think? Where did this come from? Where did this come from? How did this shit start? Did it just happen because of technology? Was it Instagram or YouTube or what is it called? Twitch and all that shit? Like, where did this shit come from that they doing all this? Um, so I'm checking. Look, I'm checking my phone because people are hitting me up on the side, and they're saying nothing. Anyway, that was "I am on my back." But where is it coming from? Which takes me back to what I was talking about, what I was gonna talk about is this. Yeah, city girl. Candace says city girls. Yeah, but who are the city girls, auntie? So what I did is I created a list and I went back. I didn't go all the way back. Because there's this one old lady from the 20s that got this song that goes across the internet. Like, if you, I suck it. First of all, let me give you warning. There's profanity on this podcast. But she was like, I'll suck your dick if you lick my pussy. And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was a new Cardi B song. I thought it was a new Cardi B song. No, this chick was from the 20s. It was like somebody great grandmama on some Betsy Ross type shit. And she's like, I'll suck your dick if you lick it. Yo. But John Claiborne says over, all jokes aside, John Claiborne says over on IG, he says, I say it every time. Cash App, Apple Pay makes it so anybody can give anybody money. Plus a tough economy, lots of folks doing bad. Facts, they are, but all money ain't good money. That's a saying that went out. That I think that saying went away in the, I don't know, in the 90s or something, because people think that it don't matter. You can scam people. First of all, a thief ain't shit. I hate thieves. I really do. It's like they number 3 on the list: murderers, fucking rapists, and thieves. I fucking hate thieves. But you're right. It is a tough economy, and the thing about it is, there's people, for every one person that's shaking their ass, and ain't nothing wrong with shaking your ass, first of all. But every person that try to get a dude for their bread, there's also a female trying to get working 2 jobs and going to school, or a dude that's sitting up there taking care of his kid. The thing is, somebody said something to me. I got a homeboy right now. Shouts out to my homeboy who I'm talking about right now. He is a single parent. No, the mama didn't die. She just ain't shit, and he takes care of his kid. And the fact is, everybody look at him like he's some fucking unicorn, but as a parent, not as a father or a mama, you're supposed to take care of your kid, right? But the ratchetness, let's stick to this. The ratchetness. So where did it come from? So I created a list. I created a list for y'all. So it's called the DNA of ratchet music artists. All right. So I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna go so far back. I'm gonna go to the 70s, because some of y'all weren't even born into the 90s. So I'm gonna go to the 70s. So this is how I break it down: saying wild shit and acting out, acting crazy and shit, right? You got Grace Jones. She was always doing some crazy shit, right? And I guess she was she was a model turned singer. Did Grace Jones was wild as fuck. That still vagina scene from fucking Boomerang, she probably did that shit in real life, yo. For real. Then you got Grace Jones, then you got Millie Jackson. Do you any of y'all remember Millie Jackson? Let me know my this will let me know my age what's it, the demographic. Any of y'all know who Millie Jackson is? I'll wait. Just put a Y in the chat. If you know who Millie Jackson is, put a Y in the chat. Put a Y up in the chat that you know who she is. I'll give you a minute. Go ahead. Okay, we got one. Just put a Y in the chat if you know who Millie Jackson is. If you don't, say no. I'm gonna tell you who she is. That's valid, Candice. I see Damon. All right, so that's for listen. Millie Jackson was this chick. She used to sing and shit, and she'd do shit like go on stage and not wear panties. Now back in the day, they used to wear dresses and all this shit. She have her nipples out, crazy shit. She made some freaky songs. She did some freaky songs and shit like that. But she was ugly as shit. She, if y'all ever seen Trilogy of Terror, the little thing go yang 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 yang. That's how she got the teeth like Paula J. Parker. But fucking our uncles love these for this chick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our uncles love this chick. But anyway, I digress. You got Millie Jackson. Then you got that one chick from the Pointer Sisters with the gap in her teeth. She ain't never did nothing crazy, but she always seemed like the freak out of the sisters. If you ever look at the Pointer Sisters, watch their videos and shit, she always seemed like the one that be trying to do the cocaine off a dude fucking stomach and then suck him off or some shit. I don't know. I can't get it. John Claiborne saying I got rid of 5 or 6 homegirls this year because they need too much help. Bills, kids, can't even be friends. Yo. Yeah, Leela James look like her a little bit, but John Claiborne, like I'm saying, it's the truth. What did you do before I came around that you need me to fucking? So I do this about, and I do this. I'm segueing off my ratchet list for a minute to talk to John for a minute. This is what I say. As a friend, you have a limited amount of money that you could ever borrow from me. If you ask me, yo, bro, can I borrow, say $100, $200, and I got it, I'm gonna look out. But if you family, I'm gonna give it to you. If you my family, I'm gonna give you the bread because this is how we do. I'm not looking for you to pay me back. Consider it a gift, and if you should give me my money back, I'm fortunate to get it back. But family, yeah. But then people that's not even your people, you know what I'm saying? People that's not your people, like friends or whatever, and they need you. If they borrow, they be like, "Yo, Holmes, I need to borrow $100 or $300 for my rent. Something happened. The numbers didn't add up. I need some bread." Because I would want that. I'll give them that money. But then when they come back the next month or the next month after that, now you're fucking banking on the money that I'm giving you. So now I'm a part of their income. You're a part of their income. Quit that shit. Friends help friends, but friends also tell friends, motherfucker, you need to get a job. You need to get a side hustle. You got a car? Go Uber. Because you start giving people money. I had the homie that I used to gamble with. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I used to gamble with the dude. We go on. It's been times that I busted out. He threw me 100 or so. I get back in the game, slide him his 100 back, and we keep it going. He's busted out. Slide him a couple of dollars or whatever. He get back in the game and we keep it going. This nigga one time was like, "Yo, man, I need to hold $150." I'm like, "For what?" I'm at the crib. I'm at the spot, man. I said, "So I'm supposed to leave and come there and give you the bread?" And I'm like, "Nigga, I give you $50." Nigga got mad. You gave me 100 before, bruh. That's what we do. Da 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 da. I guarantee you, I gave him that $50 because it only took me $50 to get that motherfucker up out of my life. After that, he's the walking dead. There's a lot of people walking the earth that's really dead to me that they don't even understand. They zombies. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's that situation. But back to what I was saying. Let's get back to the ratchet people. So you got Millie Jackson, the chick from the Pointer Sister. Then you got Two Live Crew. Then you got Adina Howard. This is the crazy shit because Adina Howard is being played on easy R&B stations on Sirius XM. Do y'all remember when Adina Howard came out with "I'ma Be a Freak" to the early day, to the early morn, whatever the fuck? Remember that came out? That was like super controversial. People was like, "Oh shit, she's saying that." Then we can pump and all that shit. People was wilding on that shit. Like it was like the worst shit you could ever say. Now, because of what's being said and what's being allowed to be said, Adina Howard is like fucking easy listening. That's like Adina Howard was on Rap City, but now she's on VH1 type shit. If y'all know what I'm talking about. Donna Summers. She did her thing, but she wasn't as ratchet. She was more on a disco vibe. You know what I'm saying? She was on more on a disco vibe. And I didn't look at Donna Summers like that. But then you get, oh, I ain't even fucking touch. Just slow your roll, Wendy Simone. We're gonna get on Janet in a minute. But then you got Adina Howard, you got Akinelli. Y'all know the song. Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. In your mother. Akinelli. That song was fire. I used to dance to that every time I threw a pajama jam or something. That's the first song I played. That shit was the bomb, right? So you got that, and then you got Tribe Called Quest. Now I'm finna get into some controversial shit because people like Tribe Called Quest. They hippies. They was like jungle family. Go back and listen to Tribe Called Quest music, bro. There's a verse in that by Fife. He is like, "Bust off on your couch. Now you got Seaman furniture." It's a play on words because there's a furniture store called Siemens in New York. But come on, think about it. What's up, Queen? Yeah, Bonita Applebump. Like, listen to the shit. And then, of course, that's in your face. You got Black Sheep. Remember Black Sheep? Engine number 9. That was probably the only safe song that they could put out because they got, at the end of one song, he's like, "Bitch, let me pee on you. Let me pee on you." Like, they covered that shit up like wolves in sheep's clothing type shit. Oh, it's backpack rap, but no, they was talking some nasty shit. Real. Never heard of them. Oh, don't worry about it, Gigi. Don't worry about it. Gigi says she never heard of them, but it's all good. All I'm saying is they're a part of the structure of where I'm getting to. Biggie and Lil Kim. First of all, if you don't know, Biggie wrote well, I think he wrote all of Lil Kim verses when he was alive. So you got Biggie and Lil Kim. They raunchy as shit. Biggie was cool, but Biggie would say some nasty shit. You know what I'm saying? He would just say something. And of course, since he wrote for Lil Kim, he wrote it in the vein of what he wanted a female to hear. Lil Kim rapped the same shit. So you got Biggie and Lil Kim. So there go your argument. People are like, oh, Lil Kim started it. And she really didn't start it. But there you go. So you got Biggie and Kim. So and all this is wild shit and talking out loud and acting out and saying stuff. The next one, so how we keep moving forward to get to where we are, then you have the money angle people, the money angle rappers. You got Trina, you got Foxy Brown, you got a Million. Lil Kim falls in there too, but she also in the nasty raunchy shit. And then you got like Charlie Baltimore shit like that. Because thank you, she said Trina. This is when female rappers start talking about I got fur coats and baguettes and I got Louboutin shoes. Well, not Louboutin, because that wasn't even a thing back then, but they would say whatever, Christian Lacrosse, Marc Jacobs, they would say all this stuff. They put it cleverly in a rap. And now it's telling people, yo, I get all this money. I get money and this, that, and the third. And I'm not fucking with no dude that ain't got the bread. So this is where you get the money angle of how it goes. And which is crazy because, yeah, Prada. There you go. It was a Prada this and Prada that. Now you can buy Prada at the dollar store. But the next level is hood bitches. Hear me out. They are hood bitches. Period. This is before the LGBTQ community took a stand and started standing for what they believed in. You had the brat, you had motherfucking young MA or whatever as of recent, but you had like the chicks that was kind of like they wasn't dykes, but they wasn't really feminine women like Nikki D, like you know what I'm saying, Roughneck and all that. Even Latifah got in that game. Latifah was like, I need, MC Light. I need a roughneck. Da da da. Latifah was doing her thing, or whatever. She went from this regal black woman to trying to be hooded out with a bandana on her head and shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wearing cross colors. All I'm saying is there was the hood bitch phase where everybody would, it was chicks, but they can kill motherfuckers just like dudes could kill motherfuckers. And it was like they was just like hood bitches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Latifah was doing her thing. She was trying to do her thing. She tried to get on that because that was the wave at the time. And so this is all culminating and building up to what you have now. And because of that, like I said, Remy Ma, and then you have you have what I call creative explicit, creatively explicit. That's where they're creative, but then they come out in the fucking G string. That's the person that I pin that rose on that started is what's the girl name? Fucking what's it? Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, she started that shit. So she took that hood rap, she took that slut culture, and she took, high end fashion and merged it together and then created Nicki Minaj out of the situation. And to this day, people are like, oh, Nicki the shit. Nicki da da da. Yeah, Nicki is the shit, but she plucked her style from all these other artists that went before her and put it all together. Not mad at her because the other person who skips the next verse, or they don't skip it, but they're part of the next one, is Meg The Stallion. The closest thing to Nicki Minaj for today's music is Meg The Stallion. Used to be stripper. She can rap. She went to school. She actually got talent. Like Nicki actually has talent, but they use their body to give you visuals. So it cheapens their creativity as far as being a lyricist because they're gonna say a verse and then they're gonna put their titties up in the screen. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying some shit, I'm spitting, you spitting, I'm listening to the cadence, and next thing you know, you turn around and fucking stick your ass in the camera. You just lost me on that. I like women. Don't get me wrong. I like an ass. I'm an ass man. But if you're gonna rap, fucking rap. You don't have to dress like a dude. You can dress however the fuck you want. But if you're gonna rhyme and you're gonna put out tracks, just do that. Save the fucking G string. We had fucking Vanity Six back in the day. They didn't last. Anyway, moving on. Then you have what I call verbal prostitution. Say it with me, chat. Verbal prostitution. This is where you basically is telling everybody, I sell pussy. Nigga gotta give me a fucking, I need a Balenciaga. I need some Balenciaga before he can. Okay, so basically what you're telling me is your vagina costs $3,500 for the cheapest purse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or I need a Bugatti. Okay, so now you're telling me that your vagina is somewhere around $350 to $400,000. Got it. That's what you're doing. That's what not you're doing, but that's what these rappers or people are doing is that they sitting up there and they're fucking basically saying, I sell pussy. Can't tell me no different. They're prostitutes. Period. And the thing is, they try to get rid of prostitution and call it what they call it? Human trafficking. Yeah, but what they not putting out there is that some of these chicks do the shit on their own. Like everybody don't have a pimp with a big feather in their fucking head and some platform shoes. Some of the chicks are fucking stay-at-home moms that need extra dollars, so they do feet pics on OnlyFans, and it start running out. Then it's like maybe I give them a shot of ass for $1,000. But bump. You know what I mean? So when I say verbal prostitution in the rap game or entertainment, watch this. You got Cardi B, and then you got 90% of all the female rappers that came out since 2019. But you also got Taylor Swift. Clutching my pearls. Taylor Swift, yes, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift then went platinum because she telling you she's a toxic fucking girlfriend, and the only way she can make a hit record is to talk about the dude that she was fucking with that broke up with her, broke her heart, or treated her bad. But she ain't changed her perfume enough to because she keep getting the same dude. She did the same dude 8 times. She dates somebody, it breaks up, she vilifies them and writes an album. That's prostitution. She knows she ain't right. Hey, that's my dog right there. Look. Hey, thank you for being on the podcast, you big motherfucker. Hey, cut that shit out. Tria. What the fuck going on, man? I'm trying to do a fucking podcast. This motherfucker. You lucky you 160 something pounds. You lucky than a motherfucker. Cause I fucked you up. But cause you so big, I ain't gonna mess with you. Do your thing. Anyway, all I'm saying is prostitution, verbal prostitution. So what does she teach people like? I don't want my daughter to grow up to be like Ice Spice. I'd rather her be like Taylor Swift. But what are you saying? She's a whole bag too. She literally fucks everybody she dates and probably sabotages the relationship because she knows these little fucking kids in America is gonna shed a tear because she got her heart broke again. She's regurgitating fucking trauma, and people don't even get it. And I'm sitting back like Taylor Swift is the greatest fucking singer ever. Like she just got ran through by some dude that ain't making it so she can make an album. Period. Point blank. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. If I'm wrong, give me your argument. My list is my list. Verbal prostitution, creative explicit, money angle, motherfucking say shit, say wild shit. You got gangster bitch, or excuse me, hood bitches. Maybe I couldn't call them hood bitches, but what I'm saying is that's where they are. And then they continuous when I say they, I'm talking about the music industry, which I am a part of. I make music, but the motherfuckers that make the shot callers, they're perpetuating that shit. They want you to go out there. Next thing you know, I guarantee you, there's gonna be a rapper go out and her titties gonna flop out. Remember, Janet Jackson did that shit at the Super Bowl and she got banned. But pretty soon you're gonna see TMZ at a concert for Meg Thee Stallion and her titty gonna pop out. Next thing you know, chicks gonna start wearing their titties out. And then I don't know, maybe perform fellatio on stage or some shit. I don't know. Madonna, Madonna went too fast. You know what I'm saying? She pulled the trigger too fast back in the 80s. She was wilding with that Starlight Star Bright, but then she started fucking humping on black dudes on a crucifix. And they was like, hold on, white woman. Cut that shit out. I'm just saying, there has been others. I trimmed the fat, so I just went straight down the thing. But you got on the white side, you got people doing, when I say the white side, I mean, you got pop people that do the same thing, doing all kind of crazy shit. But that's where you get right now. Right now, you got these ratchet ass chicks. And the thing is, what's funny is, what up, King? What the funny thing about that shit is, if you try to fucking not chastise them, but correct them on their ways, people turn around and be like, "Oh, you just gay, or you just hating because she making her bread." No, I don't give a fuck. Make your money how you make your money. But the thing is, when you start fucking with our generations and our youth, it bothers me because you basically telling little girls go suck a dick, go make a porn movie, and whatever, be raunchy, but walk around with at least $10,000 in your hand. That shit is stupid to me. I found no creativity in rappers that don't finish a fucking verse just to turn around and shake their ass. To me, I love female rappers, but I need more. Just like some of y'all women need more. What up, though, Floss? How's Houston going for y'all? Like I said, my team down in Houston making big moves. Can't really talk about what it is, but they're making big moves. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's what I'm saying. That's the Ratchet, the DNA tree, the DNA chain for Ratchet fucking artists, and it it's the worst. It's just like that on the dude side. We used to have rappers. Okay, we had gangster rap, got that. Then we had street rap, got that. Now every rapper is telling about how they killed somebody, telling about who died last. Like they don't. There's nothing. There's nothing that you're telling me that we haven't heard on CNN or Fox News or Yahoo Music. So what the fuck are you doing? What are these dudes doing? Some of you artists need to fucking get it together. Because to me that shit's whack. A lot you saying the same thing. Like you just saying the same thing. Uh I upped the pole, I hit him with a 30 piece. Uh he died, his mama cried at the funeral. Change regions, pulled out the shotty, stood over his body, killed him, mama died. Mama cried, laid on his casket until she died. Like it's the same fucking thing. It's perpetual. Black people or black men kill each other at the largest rate that you can. Don't be no punk. Somebody step on your shoe. It used to be step on your shoe, have a fight. Now it's like, don't be no punk. Get your revenge. Shoot them. Kill them. Do whatever you got to do to kill them. Go to jail. But don't tell on nobody. Females, get as much money as you can. Get flown out. Uh, Buy the most expensive shit you can get. Get trips. Get spending sprees. Get your nails done. Fuck him if you have to, but only if he has money. Make sense? Did I get it? Did I kind of nail it? Did I kind of nail it right there? Tell me, chat. Did I nail it? Is that what it is? Is it justifiable? That's the shit that kills me. Anybody want to chat? Type in on chat. Let me know. But that's the shit that kills me. One, that's why I love the crew I'm with because we make music. We make real music, and we try to stay away from all that bullshit. But this is what you're going with. And the thing is, we find entertainment in the stuff that we see on the internet so that we give it a pass, like, oh, that's just entertainment. But then you're watching it for laughs. You're watching it for laughs, but then your daughters are watching it for how to be raised because you're not fucking raising your kids. Because you superwoman. You going out and getting the bag. You're yelling at them, telling them what they need to do and not do. And then while you're not around, they're looking at the same shit that you're looking at and you find funny that they're like, yo, those are life lessons for me. So then when they turn 14, they telling you want their first front lace or lace front, whatever the fucking shit is, and they probably on their fucking first or second kid. I ain't knocking it. Dudes the same way. Because the lack of a fucking father in the household for both sides, but a lack of a father or a father figure or somebody that's going to instill some discipline in the dudes, they do what they want because from the time that they 4 until they're like 14, their mama been telling them that they the man of the house. You the man of the house. You my little man. You the man of the house. You know they're segregating. Excuse me. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Not segregating. Uh, they're supplementing their sons for the men that they don't have, and then they go and teach them. Thank you, Wendy. Then they go and teach them the shit that they assumed that a man needs to know. First of all, I'm a man. I would never fucking assume what I need to teach a female about being a female because I'm not a female. I'm a man. So you get what I'm saying? The female teaches the boy, first of all, he's the man of the house. He's the little king. He's my little king. He's my, you know what I mean? You putting that all that shit on a dude, on a male, and in his mind, all he wants to do is please mama. And he does his thing. So then when he gets with a chick, he's been peppered with all kind of, adornment and telling him he's the little man of the house and all this shit. So that the first thing he does when a chick turns around and be like, nigga, you supposed to be doing this. Bitch, fuck you, because she's not doing what mama did. And so therefore the cycle continues. So then you got these bitch made dudes that fucking put their hands on women, that fucking do everything that you would think the female would do, a dude is probably doing. You know what I mean? It happens. I'm not saying it's great or it's valid, but I'm saying it happens. So in that, you get that never ending cycle of females going to dudes that's too entitled inside themselves, and it grows and prospers to be uh, narcissism, and they deal with the abuse because, oh, the motherfucker just happened to make 6 figures a year, so he can beat my ass. He'll get it right, or he'll calm down, or maybe I did something wrong because my favorite rapper told me a dude have to buy me this and that. And with that, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, notice, and I want to throw this out here. I did not go all women, and I did not go all men. I gave you a little balance of both, man. We need to get that shit together. And this the sweet part about it. It all goes back to community. It all goes back to community. If you have a community, it does not have to be no, but there's no textbook on what is a great community. You can have 5 crackheads and 7 fucking alcoholics, and the one uncle that everybody think is gay because he reads books. Put it together, and somehow that shit will balance out for you. It all depends on community. We wouldn't have all these fucking obese ass fucking females that know that they got hypertension and diabetes and high blood pressure, and they sitting up there slapping a fucking piece of plastic on their head that look like a wig and be like, I'm a 10. I'm a 10. No, you're not. If anything, you're the first candidate for being amputated below the knee because you got diabetes. All this time you spending in these restaurants and shit and drinking all this fucking liquor, you ain't fucking got no liver left. And by the way, even though you got that BBL, just because you got rid of the fat don't mean that the disease ain't there. You know what I mean? And then the dudes sitting back scamming, robbing, doing everything they can when if they put half the energy into fucking getting a career going for themselves, they'd have the same amount of money with less fucking, without having to look over their shoulder for the shit. I have no fucking sympathy for that either. They perpetuate what the prostitute does. The trick pays the prostitute, who then turns around and entices the trick, who pays the prostitute, who turns around and entices the trick, who pays the prostitute. And they're teaching y'all kids that shit. That's the funniest shit in the world. Don't tell my kid what to do, but then you allow these fucking chicks on these fucking videos wearing fucking G strings and shit on concerts in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Y'all allow them to watch that shit, but you don't want your neighbor to tell your kid not to be hunching behind the fucking, garage and shit. Shit's banana, folks. Anyway, we getting ready to get up off here in a minute, but I do have to put some shit out for y'all. November is gonna be a busy month for ADHD podcast, so please stick around. Don't hang up. November is gonna be busy for us. The first week in November, we have a collaboration set up for just the Just Joshing podcast. So that's me and King Barre with their team. We're gonna get together. We're gonna have a whole podcast for that. And oddly enough, that day is the last day that we are going to be live on the podcast. So we're gonna start. We got up to 20 fucking episodes. I think that's dope. We're gonna start. What we're gonna start doing? What we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start recording, editing, and just putting the podcast out there. Same time, 8:30. It's gonna be released at 8:30 on Fridays, and then maybe sometime throughout the week We'll do a fucking drop. We'll do a pop up sometimes. We'll do a pop up shop where we get on, talk to our people, talk to y'all because y'all are, we love y'all for being here. We do love y'all for being here. So we're gonna do a pop up maybe sometime, but most of the time we're gonna go ahead and start recording our podcast, giving y'all the best content possible. Uh, Talking about the things that we feel comfortable about talking about and what we feel sincere about, and giving it to y'all raw, uncut. It's gonna be uncut. When I say uncut, it's not gonna be scripted, but we're gonna cut the shit to make sure it's right. So starting November 1st. So this is the last week. Well, this is a week before the last week of us going live. And I want to tell everybody I appreciate y'all being here, for coming out or whatever, and being here for us. Uh, like I said, this is episode 19. We've been like I talked to several people and I'm like, yo, this episode 19. And they're like, what? What the fuck? Y'all been doing it for that long? Yeah, we've been doing it for that long. Episode 19. So next week, I gotta show you this because the camera not showing you. So we talked about it. Next week, we're doing a giveaway. We're gonna give away the shirt, you know what I'm saying? The merch. We're giving it away. You may be one of the winners, one of the lucky winners. And all you have to do to get this, beautiful shirt, that's Egyptian cotton. Uh let's see. It's, it's made by Off White. The collar is a Balenciaga as well, and then we have Louboutin background. It's like $1,000. This shirt is worth $1,000 straight up. We used we used the blood. We used the blood of virgins to get the blood color. So you know what I'm saying? Real, authentic, whatever. We cut people's heads off. These are not like prints. We just found little fucking midgets and put our face on their fucking head and like glued it to the shirt. These shirts are one of a kind. You know what I mean? One of a kind. Worth a lot of money. Anyway, we giving that shirt away. We're giving that shirt away. We might give out we might give out a couple of other items or whatever. We're gonna do what we can do, but episode 20 gonna be dope, man. Y'all need to all you have to do to win any of these prizes or be in the drawing for any of these prizes is, I know it's gonna sound crazy as fuck. All you have to do is share the live and make sure the people you share the live with comes in to say, for instance, it says Garnisha McClure. Share the live and the people come in and say, Garnisha McClure sent me here. We need 5 people to come in. They ain't got to stay for a long time, but they still need to come in and be a part of our process. If you can get 5 people, I'm not going to say what you're going to win. 3 people will get you a t-shirt. We limited on sizes. We didn't get any for Tonka toy sizes, nothing like that. We didn't get any for anorexic people. So it goes from like medium to large. So if you can't fit a medium and large is too big, you can use it for a fucking sleep gown or some shit like that. I don't know. You're gonna get this shit for free. So take the shit. Just take the shit. We're gonna give it to you. Anyway, we're gonna do that giveaway. I will say, so that's the first, which is a Friday. Then the week after that, I'm gonna be on location. I'm gonna do a pop-up. I'm gonna be down in Pensacola, Florida. I'm gonna go see one of my best friends in the world, and I'm gonna pop up on there. So I'm taking my laptop and probably my microphone and a camera. I'm gonna be down there. So we're gonna have a show then. So that's gonna keep us busy. Then we break for Thanksgiving. Yo, listen, we breaking for Thanksgiving. I know y'all want to be here eating your fucking turkey and listen to us talk shit, but we're gonna break for Thanksgiving. Then after that, we may come back or whatever. But after that, just know all our episodes will be recorded. They will be recorded, uh, so that we can get it together. Cause we are tired of being fined. I will tell you, I've had several I know you don't believe it. I've had several violations of being on the podcast. They said I said something about, I don't even recall saying anything. I don't recall saying anything about midgets or retarded people or gay people, or I don't recall saying any of that, but they said I said it. They said I said it. Whatever. They even said that I did a copyright infringement because we played music that was my music. So they on my ass, yo. Anyways, that's what we looking like. Um, I may not have time to talk about everything tonight because we're sitting at 127. But I did want to tell you again, rest in peace to DJ Clark Kent. He is a legend. He's a legendary producer. We losing our producers. We're not losing them as fast, but we losing our producers. You know what I'm saying? So DJ Clark Kent, rest in heaven, brother. I hope you're making crazy music right now to send down so that when an angel do tap on somebody's shoulder, they hear some dope ass shit. So rest in peace, DJ Clark Kent. Um, I wanted to get into the Tyler Perry shit because Tyler Perry did some shit. Tyler Perry got a sitcom. I can not a sitcom, but I guess it's a show. And dude, a hot mess. I was talking to somebody earlier telling me about it. Like basically, he trying to compensate for being into church. Yeah, Tyler Perry got some crazy shit. Yeah. Oh, DJ Clark Kent. Yeah, he passed away. Tyler Perry got a new show. He trying to make up for doing all them church plays. He went straight from church plays to Tubi. Like this motherfucker. Yeah, thank you, Wendy. Beautiful black. This shit crazy. Somebody told me just part of the plot and told me what they saw so far. That shit crazy as fuck. So, shout out to Tyler Perry for I don't know selling his fucking soul to the devil since he was always talking about religion. But they're gonna have a Diddy tape on him too, probably. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, I'm getting ready to close it out. I'm gonna get ready to close it out. We've been out here for a minute. I appreciate everybody that came in. King Burray did pop in. Wendy, Gigi, John Claiborne, Queen of EQ popped in here for a minute. Candace, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Candace. You've been here since the beginning. I appreciate it. Damon Powell being up in here. You know what I'm saying? Came up in here, said what's up, chimed in on Cleo. Cleo popped in for a little bit. So we thank y'all for being here. Again, next week we are gonna have a podcast with the Just Joshing podcast. They're gonna come in. We're gonna do a joint collaboration or whatever. Kind of joint collaboration is the same thing, right? Like joint and collaborate. Fuck it, don't listen to me. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna get that knocked out. Remember, we are starting to record our podcast. So we going to the big time. We figure we got 20 under our belt. We can do some dope shit. Um, and yeah, look out for us coming out again. King Barre is about to drop. We got a new artist. Well, I got a new artist that I'm managing called Cadillac Bradford. Dude is dope as fuck. Hit me out after this if y'all want to hear anything about him. Yeah. And we doing it. We've been to take off. Cleo, you still on here? Look, Cleo's still on here. So we got 1 minute. I can't do it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. I'm DM the most. Thank you guys for coming in and sitting in. Like I said, King Barre had to go do other things. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for coming in and sharing with me and talking to me or whatever. This is the ADHD podcast. Probably a little more mellow than normal. Next week I'll probably fucking be fucked up. But other than that, shouts out to y'all. Have a great weekend. Uh, and hope to see y'all next week. Please share the live. We're giving away, like I said, not only the shirt. I might throw away, I sold shoes. I might throw some Jordans in there. You never know. I might throw some Jordans in there. So share the live. Have people come in during the live, say that you sent them there. You are in the running automatically. Well, with that said, peace, love. King Barre's in here. He'll tell you flat out he wish he was here. And it's the ADHD podcast.